Hello from Jerusalem. It's December 17 or 16. Quite nice now. The weather is beautiful. Look at the sky, totally blue. It's around 65 degrees today, 19 or 18 degrees Celsius. This is winter in Israel. I know that you're freezing now in Europe and America. Then you're most welcome to visit us. Today we are walking from the new gate to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. It's a special week. We are close to Christmas, and we are honoring Ted Christopher with the beautiful Jerusalem cross. If you want to have your own video and your own cross that I will send to your house, then it's not a problem. Look at the description of that video beneath the video. Look for Buy Me a Coffee and you will see all the details, and I'm here to help you. If you do have some questions, please do that. I'm here. This is the new gate. The new gate is the last gate of the 8 gates of Jerusalem. This is the Christian Quarter outside the wall. If you are wondering from where I took the video of the Christian Quarter and Mount of Olives, it's from that roof. It's from Notre Dame de Jerusalem, or Notre Dame de Sion, and you can see Mount of Olives in front of you. Let me enter to the main road of the gate. They are dying. Then the Christians went out of the Christian Quarter at 1870, but they have to walk a lot just to reach the Christian Quarter. They could enter or go out from Damascus Gate, which is let's say 5 minutes from here, or Jaffa Gate, which is not so far, but it's not so close. Then in that case, they asked the Ottomans to open them a gate, and here it is in front of you, the new gate, which leads to the New Gate Road, and we are entering from to the Christian Quarter. Hello. And the first sign that you can see here, it's the Custodia Terra Santa poster. The King of Tarshish, the Highland, will offer gifts. The King of Arabia of Shva will bring gifts, and all the kings on earth shall adore him. All nations will serve him. That's from Psalm 72, which is a wonderful evidence for the future coming of Jesus, or for that's according to the Christian, and according to the Jews, for Israel and from the God of Israel. So many ways to see everything. Now we just entered to the old city, and it's part of the Christmas market. Merry Christmas to all of you. And it's the second candle of Hanukkah. Then happy Hanukkah to all of you. It's a beautiful day every day, but especially now at the time of Christmas market. And if you watched my video a few days ago, you could see it already. You can see the Christmas tree. Ted. And the rest, I can still smell the wine and the outsider. I've been here with my wife and my child, and it was a fantastic tour here. Lots of people. Excellent music, but in daily time it's an excellent place for good coffee and good wine. But we are in Christmas time. Then, as you remember, we started from the new road gate. If we will turn left, we will reach to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, the Western Wall, the Temple Mount, Haram and Sharif, and if you will turn right, we will reach Jaffa Gate and the Custodia and the Latin Patriarch and Santa House. If you want to see more, maybe noisy, then let's wait a little bit. If you want to see more of the Holy Land, if you want to see more of my videos, I have almost 20,000 videos, then enter my YouTube channel. We turn left at the corner. Remember, we're heading to the low noisy, to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and you can see from here San Salvador Church, which is the Franciscans' center of the Holy Land. In the Christian Quarter, there's so many small neighborhoods. For example, the Copts, the Ethiopian, the Greek Orthodox, of course the Catholic, and we are right here, heading to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre through the Catholic neighborhood, or semi-neighborhood. Why through there? Mainly because the Greek Orthodox, which are next parallel road to the Catholic, to the Latin, are celebrating Christmas at least 1 week or 2 weeks after the Franciscans, and now it's close to Christmas time of Catholic and Protestant. This is Casanova Street and corner of St. Francis Street. Let's follow. Suddenly it's so quiet here, isn't it? It's quiet here because of a few reasons. First of all, tourists are not usually use that road. That's why it's a good option for you. Secondly, I think it's a little bit early. But no, it's not so early. That's the entrance to the Custodia Terra Santa. And if you will climb here, you will find a beautiful church. But we will continue with Jerusalem Cross to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Jerusalem Cross is, for me, very important cross. First of all, because it represents Jerusalem, and everyone who will have it, you will automatically that this is Jerusalem. And now, do you know that it's a Catholic area? Here it is, a statue of Saint Mary. Christmas tree. And every time it's lovely here, but I must tell you something. Although we do have Christmas market, Christmas trees, and so many places in Israel, it's still not a Christian country. It's a Jewish country. Then most of the Jews are celebrating Hanukkah, which is actually at the same time of Christmas this year. Yesterday, everyone were lit candles except of million of the Israelis that were watching the final between Argentina football team and France, and you know what's happened. It's a celebration for Argentina and for so many people who wanted Messi to get that title as well. Now you know where we are. I mean that I didn't sleep a lot yesterday. It was very touching, and then I went to celebrate with so many Argentinian fans at the center of Tel Aviv. In front of you can see some Clarissas, nuns. And Franciscan monk. A little more of Santa. Bunny. I love candies. If we will continue straight ahead, we will reach the Muslim Quarter. And we will reach one of the best hummus restaurants in Jerusalem and in Israel. It's called Lina, Lina. But we are heading to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre together with you, Ted, Christopher. Look at the kitty. Something I don't know. Then we will turn right.
Excuse me.
At the Christian Quarter Street.
Shop number 1 here.
Shop number 1, I love that idea. We are making a run tour around the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, but soon you will see the upper part of a gate that used to be here and used to be open at the 11th, 12th century, but it was sealed by the Muslims, and it's called the Arch of Virgin Mary. Remember the kind of the pillow arch? You will see it at the entrance of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. And to the right, you can see the second neighborhood. Remember that I told you that the Greek Orthodox Patriarch will be parallel to the Catholic one? Then let me show you the sign of it. Greek Orthodox Patriarch Street. We will continue with the Christian Quarter Street through the church. Church of the Holy Sepulchre is a very important church, maybe even the most important church, although now it's Christmas time and the Nativity Church of Bethlehem is a little bit more important. But this is here. It's a place that Jesus was crucified, died, buried, and resurrected. Yesterday someone wrote me that Jesus didn't die. In a way I can understand him, but the Bible mentioned that he mentioned, Jesus himself, he said, I will die, and 3 days later I will resurrect. Then I'm following the Bible, but I can understand someone who say that he never died. Then the Church of the Holy Sepulchre is one of two options. Jesus, if you look for Jesus' tombs in Jerusalem, you do have two. One is outside Damascus Gate, and Damascus Gate is that way. And it's owned by the Church of England, because they said that Jesus wasn't crucified inside the walls, and today the church is surrounded with the wall. It's actually the Times Square of the city, but today it's different city. Remember, the city of Jesus was from, let's say, 2,000 years ago, and if you will compare your city to the city of 2,000 years ago, you will understand that it was different. There's so many other people believe that this actually was outside the church at the time of Jesus. Two Marys here. This is of Jerusalem. This is of Bethlehem. What's the difference? The smile. Here she doesn't know yet then Jesus will die in front of her eyes. Here, after the presentation at the temple, she realized that her son will die in front of her eyes. Then she never smiled from that time. And we are at St. Helen Street, heading to the church. But still, next to the most important church, you will see a very important mosque, Mosque of Omar. Omar is the Halif, let's say, the ruler after Jesus, after Muhammad died. And although, according to tradition, he visited the Church of the Holy Sepulchre when the Muslims occupied the Holy Land. And the bishop of the church told him, asked him to pray inside the church, but Omar said, if I pray inside the church, they will turn it into a mosque. Then he prayed out of the church, and here it's the mosque. Sadly, Muslims are not letting any other but Muslims enter their mosques. You can see that it's for prayer only, another word for Muslims only. Synagogues and churches are open to everyone. That next to it is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Well, let's enter the church.
So, I'm going to give you time here to visit inside the church. I cannot.
The tour guide is giving them time to travel into the church by themselves, maybe because it's very crowded this time. Although, as I see, the place, it doesn't look so crowded, but it might be.
In front of you, you'll have two arches.
They said,
Three arches.
here
The
it is.
right one is the crucifixion place where they nailed him to the cross. The other place on the left, when you see the Greek Orthodox.
Then, first of all, you can see the facade of the church. And what's happening here? They are renovating the floor of the church. They started it from the place that is close to the tomb itself. As you can see, there are different kind of stones here from different period of time, and so people likes to fall here. They don't want to fall here, but it's not easy to walk here. And in that case, they started to renovate it. It took them hundreds of years to reach that agreement. And this is kind of a storeroom. The stones of the floor will be put here. Now it's still empty. So there are two places for that. Then it might be a little bit noisy. Christopher, we are entering now the church, and we will end the tour next to the tomb of Jesus. The church is empty compared to what it's supposed to be. You can see that they are now excavating to the left of the church, left of the tomb of Jesus. Difficult to see what's happening there. Hi. Oh, no, that's not a long line. And this is the tomb of Jesus. What I'm gonna do to that now, I'm gonna bless your cross and the cross of another lady that asked me to do that, but I cannot take a picture of it. It's beautiful to see that. Before we say goodbye, that they moved the Coptic chapel. Good to see you. Yeah. To the left, the Coptic chapel is usually there. It's not usually, it's there, but because they are renovated now, and from here you can see a little bit of the non-floor of the church. They took and they will excavate it soon. Then here they replace it with temporary chapel. And yes, the one who saw St. Anthony, you're right. It is. And thank you very much for being with me. And if you want to help me and to support me, it's not a problem. There are a few options. At the description you'll find Buy Me a Coffee or PayPal. But there's new option now. Just where you push the like button, you can actually see a heart, a shape of a heart with a dollar sign in it. You can do that. This is new by YouTube. And thank you very much for helping me. See you in my next tour. Bye bye.